go. Go dashboard. Stream info. Excuse me. Alright, save that. Trying to remember like how I can be able to do this, because like Stream Manager and stuff has changed. Like I still kind of hate the fact that fucking that Stream Manager decided to change on mobile, and it's like completely fucking different. Hold on, let me do that. Channel's not eligible for predictions. Well. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we'll be getting started in just a little bit, everybody. Just kind of want, to do the usual checking around and everything. There's a random part of me that like wants to try, be like, kind of like use my last little post that I made, but having like, oh, I'm one of the, just, be like, just kind of like fly, saying, I'm blaming it, but it's whatever. Alright, so, I guess I'll go ahead and get started and everything. So, as always, everyone, heyo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs. It's Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome to yet another installment of Shoot 'em Up Saturday. So, today, I'm going to be doing more of my playthrough of the Heretic plus Hexen port. In case you guys are unfamiliar about what's been going on, essentially, quite recent there was a thing quite recently that happened where Heretic and Hexen got a bit of a remastered bundle port type of thing, and it was made available to be played on I think it's like modern systems and stuff like that. One of them, thankfully, happened to have been PlayStation, was PlayStation 4 and everything. And I was really curious, to try it out and everything, because it had been like a long time since I last played either of these games. Like back when I was doing PC streaming, which I will say, I there's part of me I still do misses that, and I wish I had better stuff to be able to do, things that I couldn't be able to do back then some. But back then, when I did PC streaming, like I think I did like some streams worth of Heretic. I can't remember if I can't remember if I ever did like a stream where I played the game in a quote unquote like legit vanilla manner in a sense. But I have like played the game on stream and beat all the levels and stuff. With Hexen though, Hexen was a bit of a different thing all on its own because when it came to Hexen, the last thing I remember doing with that was I used one of my favorite little gameplay mods for Doom, and then some which is called Samsara. Basically, you can be able to play. It's basically like a little character gameplay mod, where it's like you can have like characters from like different other, FPS games and stuff like that. You have like Duke Nukem, Caleb from Blood, Corvus from Heretic, all other, and like all other, a lot of other characters. And I remember I was doing a thing where I was playing as Caleb, from Blood and Hexen because I wanted kind of like maybe. I guess you could say I kind of wanted like change things up a little bit because I was always going to play as Duke, which I didn't mind, but it's just like I was trying to like be like, hey, I'm gonna maybe try like a playthrough of Hexen as Caleb and see how things go. But I never got to. But I know. I do know though that I never really got to finish it because when it comes to Hexen, it's like it's kind of like Dark Souls or like like Soulsborne. It's pretty much a Soulsborne game. And I've talked about this before, where it was like I feel like in a sense that like Heretic and Hexen are the true first debut of Soulsborne games. Possibly even before that word even became before that word even became a thing. At least that's just my 2 cents. But yeah, we went to episode 1 yesterday, aka Friday. We got to check out how things are. We had to also play around with the enhancements and stuff like that, and then we had a little bit of a stalling moment, but we did manage to actually beat episode 1, which was nice. So we're going to be trying to hopefully go into episode 2 and see how things go from there. Now I do know, I do know this because I actually tested it out late last night and everything like that. But with the enhanced levels at most, the first level of episode 2 for Heretic has completely changed. At least from like the starting area, from what I know. So yeah, so we're gonna go new game, we'll go Hell's Ball, and we're gonna just show it here. So we're playing with all the enhancement stuff, enhanced levels, items, weapons, enemies, and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, this is how the new format looks for at least in terms of like the first level of this. Now, if we were to take do the enhanced levels, then you get this. Versus this is what like the original like Heretic level of episode 2's first level would be like. And one day in the future, I might try to do like a bit of a thing where it's like I play, like the the original unmodified levels and stuff like that. I might, try to do. I might do a thing where it's like I have like the original levels, but maybe like play around with like some of the other stuff at most. But I don't know. So yeah, E2M1 creator. Definitely don't. Like I said, this is definitely a new little experience. So real quick. But I guess like honestly what they did, at least for the most part, is they changed the the opening part of this, you know, because I believe because I believe like this stuff is kind of the same in a sense. Like it's had like a thing here, and all that, but yeah, but just kind of take things with a slight grain of salt because, like I said, it's been just a long ass time since I last played Heretic, you know, especially with the unmodified levels and shit. And speaking of this game, just kind of randomly put it out there, you know, and all that. I am playing this. I am playing this in widescreen because why not? But I also have it to where I think it's like I think I have like it's like the condensed HUD where it's like everything where it's like it still kind of has like or I think it looks like it still kind of plays or like shows like the HUD and stuff if you were playing like by like the original 4:3 aspect ratio and stuff. Because I figured I'd try that because unlike Doom, it didn't have a thing for the condensed HUD, so everything was kind of like off to the side, things I couldn't be able to see like when I'd be trying to like play this on stream and have everything widescreen. And also, I am using the remix soundtrack by Andrew Holschultz, because why the fuck not? So let's see. Takes about 3 hits at most from that. Mystic Urn heals 100%. Ew. We just get these random crystal vials. Do they always drop ethereal arrows now, or that's just like a rare random moment or something? Oh. They're dropping these things a bit more or something. Yeah, that's definitely kind of nice. Alright, quartz flask. believe I have to go into the lava at some point. Oh hi. Oh, sweet, I've lost the thing. Yes, yeah, so yeah, they did apparently cap the, I guess what they did was like they kind of capped the base amount of what was I? Oops. I guess they sort of capped the base amount of arrows, you know, and everything to around 30. Guess we're gonna set quick save there because I always try to do a thing. Once if I get a key, I always have my own little like random ass quick saves. So I got 3 of those. None of them just somehow randomly come up from, I don't know, behind me or something. I see the green key over there. So I remember like, okay. I was kind of wondering like how the fuck are you supposed to get those if you and everything, but yeah, we got that. So, quest that we had so far. Alright. Just curious to see. Okay. Okay, well I think I'm gonna go ahead and just leave. Lava pits. Shit, I win. Back here. No. 100. Wings of Wrath. Moment, if I'm supposed to be is there like a certain way to do that? Dude, this came flying right at me. But yeah, if I remember correctly, because I've been like, trying to understand some things about this port. I believe that what they did was they managed to use textures that the game hasn't really been using as much, if at all. So you're more likely to see things. You're more likely to see textures that you've never really seen if you played like the original Heretic, which I think is pretty interesting. And basically, bring something to it, Chaos device. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. That streams like a little thing where it's like, oh, if like you're stuck or something like that, then you can go to I really have a thought that I was supposed to use the wings to get to that one area. So I kind of feel like I might have fucked myself. I sure hope the guy that did not. I kind of think I might have fucked myself because I want to say like I think I was supposed. I want to say like I feel like I was supposed to use the wings, you know, the wings power up thing, get up to that one area and go from there. So. Ow. Okay. Okay, so we got thermal power, quartz blast, and it shows here. Oh. Hold on. Hold up for a sec. Okay, so this does that, but I could have sworn like, you know, like this might have already been opened or something. Hold up. Take care of these things. Let's test the theory. Let's see. Shield, power. Alright, so Wings of Wrath. we're going to test things. Okay, so apparently I guess you do that, then the wall raises. So apparently I guess like if you go here with Wings of Wrath, I guess I guess this probably would count as like a sequence break kind of thing. In a sense, even though like you can be able to get up there, but like like say you go up there, right? But you have to come back down and everything, and then it's like you don't have any more Wings of Wrath, and it's like you can't be able to hit this. You have to create the stairs. So. That's just what I'm thinking, at least. So. Bag of holding. Do I want to use Chaos Device or do I want to use Wings of Wrath? I guess I'll do that. So it's 132. silver shield there, which I don't need because I had 94. Nice, I got 2 of them. So I think if this place has any use. Okay, got a morph orb, or a morph ovum, and I also got another tome of power. Let's see. Did that button perhaps open up this area? Ew. Like, yeah, bastard. Well, at least now I have this. At least now I have these. You know, so if I was to use the thermal power, I could go do some life leeching. Alright. River of Fire. Okay. Okay, so I see the 3 keys on the map. Okay. Note to self, do not try and do that to those enemies unless you have thermal power equipped. And I want to randomly say that like you have to get the blue key. I feel like you have to get a key or something, you know, in order to get that one. lava bubble things. What yellow door? Alright, yellow keys in hand. Oh, let's see something here. Okay, look, I totally forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's all we're supposed to do. Alright, so I got the yellow key now. Damn it, I kinda didn't want to get that. Yeah, this is where the ice physics comes into play. So now we got the green. Now we got the green. Green. Wow. hey. What are you hitting me for? Oh, that definitely needs to be clipped. I need more arrows. Ouch. God damn it. And yes, I know that like I have like a lot of items and things like that in inventory. You know, like I never noticed like just like how, you know, how like I never know exactly how much there's gonna be of a thing. So it's like, oh, I'm trying, you know, to like I'm trying to like save them as much as possible, and if someone get more, if someone get like a decent amount or something like that, and then be like, okay, well, you know, I'm willing to, they will be like, oh, then I'm willing to, you know, maybe be like, okay, you know, I'll maybe use like a total power, or maybe like a ring of invincibility or something like that, you know. Yeah, you can see, you know, pretty much like when you start a new level, you only get like one of everything. Which I honestly have to say, like, I kind of find stupid. Like, it may just be me, but like, I kind of find it stupid where it's like, you know, you get like, you know, X amount of this and that, whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, you're going to start with one, and you know, everything like that. It's like, it feels like you get robbed. Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of remembering the ice grotto. Literally being a place that's going to have a lot of ice, doesn't have ice physics. I don't know if these are going to be like teleporters or just if they were something else. Getting every bit of ammo like that I can, and I can see it. Ah. Ow. Slipping and sliding. Okay. I gotta figure out what I'm supposed to do. Okay, there's the yellow key. Okay. You see other keys, doors over there. Doggy. Ew. Edge. Hold on. And save here. That's if I can get if I can get like the these puppets to the inside somehow. Ow. Power. Ow. Wow. Smack you in my red, bitch. Damn it, I got fucking caught in that corner. Damn it. I was trying to like, use all my time bomb things. Edge. Man, I don't know why I should use now. Okay, so I think honestly, I kind of hate to do this in a sense, but I think honestly for right now, I think we'll go ahead and call it here for today. Now I'm not saying that for like any like any reason of like of negative intent or whatever. Like, oh, I'm not like tired, or I'm not like, you know, upset about like, you know, how I don't have a whole like any, you know, extra shadows or anything like that. I just I don't know. I think like because of how like almost you know, I'm trying to think. It's like I'm trying to remember like from episode 1 stream about like how long it took, and it was like I almost felt like it was going to took like 2+ hours at most and everything. And another world like episode like episode like map 4 of episode 2 and all that, but I don't know. I think for I don't know, like I think for right now though, like maybe what I'll do is like I'll kind of like end things here, and then maybe tomorrow I'll try to like, you know, pick up more of episode 2 and everything like that. Maybe see if we can actually finish it and everything, and then that'll probably be how I sort of end off my little like Heretic weekend marathon thing. Um, all that stuff. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll probably try and do part two um of episode 2 on Sunday. Um, and then go from there. Wednesday and Thursday. I'm not exactly 100% sure yet because, like, normally because I've been kind of doing a bit of a thing on Wednesdays where it's like I do, what I like to call Weapons Mod Wednesday, where I play through, like Doom 1 or Doom 2 with, like, some sort of, like, gameplay mod that I have on the port. I still do have a decent amount of things for that, but I don't know for sure when I'll do it, when or if I'll do it. But I think probably what I might do is on Wednesday, I might play around with the D4V mod, aka Doom 4 Vanilla, and everything. I might do a little thing where it's like I play through. I might do a little thing where it's like I play through like maybe well, no, hold on. I got a different little idea. So I think what I might do, because I don't think I did this yet. But I think what I might do is I might play around with the Titan demake mod. I'll have to kind of double check because like I know I did a playthrough of Doom 2 with the Titan demake mod because it had like a Doom 1 and Doom 2 variant. So I think what I might do is for Weapons Mod Wednesday, I might play Doom 1 again, but I'll use the Titan demake mod and go through at most the original 3 episodes, with the mod, and go from there. Now I might kind of do a little thing where it's like I try and play things a little bit old school like, where it's like have like normal like Doom soundtrack. Maybe I'll have like everything be all like the retro resolution type thing or something like that. Might even do the I might even do the full screen HUD or something. I don't know, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And then probably on Thursday, I might do another little playthrough of Elden Ring Night Rain. And I've been kind of thinking about this little since, but like I'm thinking about like doing another little character, or maybe like trying my luck with a character I've already kind of played around with, but maybe do like a full run of that. So yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking about kind of like maybe trying a random little run of Night Rain playing as the Revenant. I'll be like playing with doing a trios run with randoms. Probably like trying to play play through the game and all that. Just see how things go. Now, am I going to be good at it? I don't probably not. But like I've gotten like a decent understanding of like how Revenant is, and I've got like some stuff kind of like I kind of have like I want to say like I kind of have like a decent little relic loadout for her to play around with. So that's gonna be interesting for sure. Because I believe, this is just my 2 cents, but I believe that Night Rain is done with the Everdark Sovereign bosses, so like I don't think we're going to get a Everdark version of the final boss, unless they somehow pull something out of their ass, which wouldn't be too surprising. But yeah, there is that. There's from what I know, it's like they did the thing. I think it's like Everdark, Libra, and Vision of the Fog, which I do not want to do either one of those. So yeah, but with But with how things are, you know, and everything like that, you never know exactly as to... You never know exactly as to what to really expect with fucking Night Rain. So... Yeah, I'd say probably like... so yeah, I'd probably say like at most that... You know, it's going to be... it's going to be, you know... It's going to be some Doom... Some classic Doom 1 on Wednesday. And then Night Rain on Thursday. And then, you know, we'll go from there. And then of course, as I mentioned, I'll probably try to do more of episode 2 of Heretic tomorrow, because I feel it's going to be quite, you know, a time sink in a sense. And, curiouser and curiouser. Oh my. Yeah, I will say though, like it's still kind of surreal, and everything. I know I'm kind of like, you know, maybe like yapping on and not really doing much of anything like that. But I'm just kind of like, you know, checking for possible raids and stuff like that. But like, it's still kind of surreal to me, you know, like that, you know, Heretic is actually now a thing that can be played you know, on console. Oh god, this person's fighting Melania. Which kind of reminds me about, like, you know, still about the whole situation of, there's a random part of me that's like wondering if I should try and continue my run of Elden Ring with my Melania character. Cause yeah, for those that don't know, I did a thing a little while back where I technically made a version of Melania that was originally meant to be like an unscarlet rotted version of Melania. and the whole idea and the whole idea behind the the whole idea behind the build and stuff per se was she was known to have I think it's like these um, you know like melee type weapons and stuff like that. I want to say like there's like Dane's footwork or some shit. And she would have this one specific Astral War, I think it's called like Poison Flower Blooms Twice. And so I'm thinking to myself like, oh, you know, what if I just like randomly do like made like a little thing where it's like I somehow made a version of Melania, but like she's kind of like a melee build. You know, she doesn't have it's like she doesn't really use her sword and stuff that much. You know, she's more along the lines of like using her fists or like her kicks or something like that. And I remember too, like the idea that I kind of had was something it was an idea that I kind of had when I was playing around with my friend Pay's build of her and Elden Ring, because I like to try to like have some random little fun with her, with her build and everything, kind of like trying to do like different looks and shit like that. So, and one thing I like to be able to do is like I like to do the things like having like the gold mask, rag, top thing, and probably like some sort of like some sort of like like some sort of like sex little bottoms and stuff like that. And I remember like this one idea that I had where it's like where I had Pay wearing like Melania's helm. I think it's like Tree Sentinel gauntlets for the hands. Um, and I think like gold mask, like top and bottom and stuff like that, because all that. And I was random, and I think I was like randomly thinking about stuff like, what if I was trying to do like a run of a character, that had, that was wearing that, and then of course, and of course, and of course, being having like, or, like having nothing really much at all, and then just be like a melee kick build type thing, and that's kind of where I went with that. And I will say, like, it's definitely been quite the run. Um, I think I think the thing I kind of remember what I was wanting to try and do at one point was, I think I was wanting to try and like get to, I think I was wanting to try and like get to like the Howler Tree area or whatever. I think I want to try like get a specific ash summon that kind of was like fit towards the lore of Melania. There's like like real Melania and all that. And then like try to somehow get to Melania, so I kind of have her beaten and taken care of, so I can go get her run, and then at most go into the DLC, so I will have at least someone who has pre-ordered the DLC to help me be the boss, and then I can be able to get the Melania ring gesture, because that's kind of one of the things kind of one of the random things I wanted to do with her. But in a technical sense, though, it's like I've been just been playing a lot of Night Rain, which I don't mind playing Night Rain, because like I've done like a hell of a lot of stuff on main Elden Ring. But I don't know. Like I remember like at one point in time, like I was doing like some stuff and things on stream, and then it's like I kind of stopped. So. So do that. See if we can do this raid. Alright, we can, so. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching and everything. You know, I really appreciate it, and until I see you all in the next video or live stream, as always, take care everybody, and I hope you all have a good week or weekend.